All right, so discharge.
What up?
There is some kind of man-tank hybrid on the scene. He is the threatening person.
Good.
What are you going to do?
All
He's
right.
more or less between. He's more or less guarding the generators, keeping you from shutting off the power and getting into the basement of this research facility.
All right, so the attempted course of action here is to not hit him because he's big enlargement. And I just don't have time for that, ignoring anything else, because I know Ghost is going to come up here at some point. And that's just not okay with me, and as much as intimidating and large as this guy is, I'm not that scared of him, I'm much more scared of her. I'm intimidated by him. But I'm not scared of him. Anyway, so what we're going to attempt to do is just kind of have our big boy hound here, Big Bull, he's going to try and just slough past and try and just pick up a generator.
Okay.
Just rip it out of the floor.
There are 3 main generators here. You'll have to disable all 3.
Okay.
So you can have him attempt to disable one. Just take a minus roll. Take a -1 to your roll.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
To attack a thing that is not Luca.
It'll just surge over to it and try and rip it up out of the floor. That is +7.
Okay. Yeah. Aspects on the scene. 1 down. All right.
Big Bull's a burly boy. He's good at ripping things.
Camo Snare. What you gonna do?
So I get a minus if I do anything other than just attack.
If you do a thing that is not attacking Luca.
No, it's worth asking. Is that attack as in the metaphorical term or the actual mechanical term?
Metaphorical. So long, if you are not attempting to deal with Luca as the biggest threat, then you take a -1.
Okay. What if I'm attempting to deal with Luca in addition to anything else in the area?
An AoE attack?
Yeah.
I mean, so long as he's your focus.
Okay. All right. I need to just really quick look up how my powers work again because
It's been a couple weeks. It's okay.
yeah, it has been a couple
I should
weeks.
probably pop open that book too, huh?
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Why did you have to do this?
I
Head to the sunset, you're angry.
God damn it.
5 days since you left.
Yeah,
Come back and save me. 3 days and 11
Quizmaster is the game show host. He has to make puns when possible. It is in his blood. It's in his life.
Still 2 days less. I'm sorry.
It's the finest of the flavors.
Okay.
You guys are all the worst.
And then
Look. All right. Can I help it? I can't help but think it's funny when you're mad. Trying hard not to smile, but I feel bad.
All right, guys, game's off. You all died. Luca beat you all to death.
Ghost popped a cap in
Ghost chastised him for killing you, but that wasn't really a lot she could do about it.
And then she let Steel Claw out of his cage, and he's been doing just fine.
God damn. Hey, look, he's gotta be down because he wants it all. But man, I could just imagine like Ghost being like, "You don't kill them. You shouldn't kill." But they were quoting 1 week. Oh, never mind. You did the right thing.
They were quoting crappy pop music.
Whoa, hey, now don't call it preppy.
That's
Don't say things you can't take back.
Not me. Combo snare save us.
Okay, so just really quick, does anybody remember when collateral damage happens?
It's a thing that you want. You just elect it to happen. It's not a thing that happens happenstance.
Yeah.
Collateral damage is not a drawback. Collateral damage is you do something crazy, but it has a penalty at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically just overexerting your powers because you need to for some reason. That's all collateral damage is.
Do you still have to use a fate point to activate collateral damage?
I think so.
Okay.
I believe it's the same as a fate point spin. You just do collateral damage.
Yeah, like the whole point of powers is that they're not really like fate point intensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm going to push for collateral damage
Okay.
and try to do a stop, which gives me a -2 penalty, so that cancels out. So my collateral damage effect is I affect everything in on a massive scale, targeting everyone in my zone and every adjacent zone.
Yeah.
And I'm likely to damage something in the environment as well.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm very afraid of this man, so I am turning the all the dials to maximum and just hitting everything with adhesive foam.
Okay.
And hoping to
So it'll also hit
stop him.
Bull, but it won't hit me since I'm not in the room, right?
It's going to hit everyone but you.
Excellent. But Bull will get hurt,
Everyone
which
but
I'm
you.
not happy about, but
We'll get to that when we get to his roll.
Okay. All right. So, how much do I have in shoot, actually? Okay, so that's going to be a +6.
Okay.
we can still roll to defend as usual, yeah?
Let's see.
As long as it makes narrative sense. I can't picture
Yeah.
dodge working well, but
Yeah, dodge is not going to work well here.
that's fine. Bull will roll physique.
So let's see.
Oh, yeah, Bull's
Let me
fine.
get something here.
Bull's a big boy.
My collateral damage effect is pawn interception, which I've called a wipeout. When an attack would hit you, you can instead have it strike a nameless NPC in your zone. They just happen to wander into the line of fire at the exact right moment. So could one of the other scientists who was in the generator room just if I
One
slid
of
in
the
front of him-
mercenaries? Because the scientists were all
Merch just walks
evacuated.
in front of you. That's hilarious. It just makes like you just huddle behind him.
Oh my
Exactly.
god, yes.
I see what Chemo Snare's doing, and I just step slightly to the right.
Okay. Question, Chemo Snare. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Is this your heroic sacrifice?
Possibly.
It's a yes or no question, man.
Um,
The narrative will change based on your answer.
if by heroic sacrifice you mean, am I trying to sacrifice myself so others can go? Probably not. No.
Okay, wait.
But
Don't think about it in character. Think about it as you want the
think
story.
about it out of character. Is this Chemo Snare's incidental heroic sacrifice?
Like, it's fine if you don't want to, but it also will work if you do.
yes.
Yeah. No. This is Chemo. Look, Chemo Snare is real great with a plan and like some strategy beforehand and some prep work. He's not really cut out for this field bullshit.
Okay. Okay. So, here's what happens, guys.
Also, I don't know if it matters, but I passed my defense roll with Bull. Physique's real good.
You are not in the room. Oh,
on Bull, though.
Okay, on Bull. What did you roll?
I rolled a +8.
+8.
Oh, wow.
And Bull is also armored, so he's resilient to damage as well.
Right. Oh, this isn't damage.
That's fair. Okay, but still, +8 to the +6.
This is not damage.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So,
And he's elastic if it matters.
I'm just looking at something here. Let me see. I need to look at a character sheet real quick.
Or a generic character sheet.
Just for clarification, in case this helps, my by using the stop enhancement on my power, it means that nobody can do anything until they beat my roll.
Right. Okay.
Oh wow.
So, discharge.
Yeah, what up?
I'm going to offer you a fate point, and I'm going to compel Haunted by a Ghost. Although you are quite certain that Bull is fine in what happens next, you do not have the time to retrieve him.
Oh no! That makes it out for at least the scene. Damn it! I'll take it, you piece of shit. He'll get out of there eventually. It'll be fine.
Okay, so here's what happens, guys. Luca begins to stalk towards Kimosnare. Kimosnare being a tiny nerd compared to him, and he cracks his knuckles as he gets closer and closer, as Kimosnare is nervously amping up everything he has, and to best this foe that seems like an impossible barrier between him and living. He lets everything loose. Supercharges his machine. There is a brief flash it seems like smoke fills the room, but in actuality it's foam. It's just so much foam that it can be confused as smoke. Some of it might actually be smoke coming from his backpack, though, as he supercharges it way more than it should be. And there is a loud pop. And suddenly the whole room fills with foam. Quizmaster, you see this about to happen right before your eyes. And you take a couple steps back and allow just casually allow a mercenary to enter in your stead. He's caught in the path.
Of course.
There's a lot of noise, a lot of electrical sounds, and the lights all shutting down, and the entire building going dark. And all that's left is Discharge and Quizmaster in the hallway.
I turn to Discharge, and I don't think we have time to wait.
He's already like standing up and being like, I wasn't planning to. Believe me. Gotta get this done.
Quizmaster starts running.
He's gonna pull on some goggles and then pull out Pup. And use it to basically night vision his way through.
Sure. Okay. I need both of you now to roll notice.
Okay. What is my notice score? It's 4.
Mine's not that good, but luckily Pup is a notice bot.
I point left. Do I use it to up this?
You refresh at the start of session.
To...
Yeah, it does refresh at the start of the session.
Oh, even though we're still in situ.
Yeah, it's not
really
a by
think I
day
want
thing, it's a by session thing.
Okay, I really think I want to notice this. That's
I got +5.
+3. Thank you, dice.
Okay. You both catch a approaching shadow from the corners of your eyes as you are about to reach the stairs, and you leap out of the way simultaneously as a very small frame charges past you, originally intent to slam into the both of yous. She does a midair flip and then drops in a 3-point landing, sort of sliding on the floor past you guys. Good eye, even in the dark.
Okay, and then he just sprints.
What? Hey, wait!
Guess you think you're.
Nope.
Do you think you're all that? He says, and he also turns down and starts running down the steps.
That's not how that's supposed to.
Nope.
Fine. I'll say as much though. Discharge. You do recognize that as Phantom?
Yep. Nope.
But you're still gonna note the fuck out. That's fair. She is.
Listen, just because she's not Ghost does not mean I want to spend time around people who Ghost may be in proximity to.
It's just Robin. Not the vengeance and the night. It's just someone who's had either a bunch of martial arts training, one of the great detectives, was a former assassin, or that fucker.
Just Robin.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
So, Discharge. How are you going to escape Phantom?
Let's see. That's a good question. He's not just going to outrun because that's all. He's athletic, but not that athletic. I think he's basically
she's a mini ninja.
Yeah, that's inherently the default problem.
You are kind of athletic, but you're also dealing with some kind of preteen ninja.
Yeah, that does have its issues at times. So I think what he's actually going to do is he's basically going to be trying to run down until there is a section of like stair area that or really any section going down where there isn't a large opening, just a single area.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to extend some of the goo that he has on his person to either side. He doesn't have the raw full power of Bull, but the goo is still a relatively strong substance, and he's just going to attempt to kind of pull the railings together to create a block.
Okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll for that. You'll be creating an aspect that she needs to overcome in order to get to you.
Let's see. I'm going to spend a fate point to add leave me to my devices.
That's legit.
Oh yeah, all right, that's a decent roll. So that's +8. Yeah, baby.
Let's see. Okay. All right. +8. So let me note that. All right. Well, rather than because you create a barrier further down the steps between you and her. So rather than deal with that immediately, she's going to do the more rational thing, and she is going to pounce on Quizmaster.
Hey. Thanks, Discharge.
No problem, buddy.
Look, you guys are all supervillains. You knew this was an every man for yourself situation.
Oh, but I've got an idea of what to do.
Listen, you were too close to her, right? If you were faster, it would have been fine.
She is going to use one of her stunts that allows her to use it to do a melee attack from a zone away.
Okay.
Oh fuck, she just flips and shit.
That's basically what it is. Yes.
Activating all the superpowers of the BMX bandit.
Yeah, she leaps off a railing, kicks off a wall, holds on to like some kind of like piece of a rafter and attempts to land a kick onto you. So what you gonna do?
I would like to use Jeopardy to use Send.
Okay.
Don't use those dice. Use these dice. Those dice are hating me tonight. So to me, that is a +6 to defend.
Okay. You narrowly get out of the way as she lands foot first exactly where you just were. What you gonna do?
Now, miss, do we really need to stoop to such physical violence?
I know you.
Oh, I always appreciate it. But see, aren't we all here to... Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not a fan. And I'm not here for your mind games.
More's the pity. I would like to roll her.
Yeah.
Not sure which skill I would use, but I'd like to have one of my basically a dazzler grenade, or just a dazzler that is handheld. So
Okay.
I just hold out my hand and I want to try to make the aspect blinded on her. Just
Sure.
maybe be crafts.
Yeah, it would be crafts.
Okay. Oh, that was good. That is also +6.
Okay. Okay. You set off a blinder, and she yelps as she leaps back, one arm firmly over her eyes.
I use that opportunity to run.
She curses at you, pulls out her non-lethal pistol, and just starts kind of firing to where you were.
Okay.
But she cannot see you.
Weird.
There is a barrier now at the bottom of the stairs.
Did Discharge do that, or did the building do that?
Discharge did that.
Now, worth asking, as just a question since we've seen some of the plans, does this building only have the one stairwell? Or...
That's an elevator.
Oh no.
Max's I feel had to be in character.
I mean, basically, yeah. He pulled out his laptop and was like, so the plans we had, do they add any other available path? No. All right.
Listen, you can just crawl down the elevator shaft.
Could I do that?
Sure, you.
Yeah, you want to in near pitch black with lots of shouting everywhere. Several, because there was essentially an explosion upstairs. Several sprinklers going off. Do you want
an average day in Nietzsche? So really, Steel Claw would handle it fine if he were.
So did you want to try and find an elevator shaft and climb down?
Yes.
Okay.
I am a megalomaniac. Don't forget.
All right. Go ahead. Roll notice to find one. Or
I'm good.
Or alternatively, roll something for having memorized the layout of the building.
What was the second roll?
Whatever you could pitch.
I'm still sticking with notice. It's my best stat.
Okay.
That is a +7.
+7. Okay. Yeah. You do find the elevator shaft. You're able to pry the doors open. Okay. Now give me athletics.
And that's my dump stat. Well, no, wait. I switched it. Now it's a 2, so it's not necessarily my dump stat.
It's your medium stat.
It's not bad. So,
What'd you get? +4. Okay. So, with a +4, you slide down. You're able to find the ladder, the maintenance ladder that goes along the side of the elevator shaft, and you slide down that enough until you're back on the first floor, and then pry open the elevator doors and step out. As Discharge, I believe, is currently you're currently unlocking the door to the basement.
Yeah, he'd definitely be doing that.
I start running towards the basement too.
All right, yeah. Quizmaster runs up right behind you as you're unlocking the door.
Nice job.
Thank you. Good tactics, but still behind you, dude.
Listen, I don't think you understand how fast she is.
That's fine. Let's just keep moving then.
Yep.
Was able to blind her though, so that should help us.
Good.
Okay. So I'm going to cut away for a second. Steel Claw.
Yeah.
You wake up to a horrible smell. It's brief and it's shocking, but you wake up.
What?
You're currently upside down.
What's that smell?
Smelling salt.
Oh. Why didn't you just send an electrical impulse to my spinal cord?
Because then you wouldn't feel anything.
Whatever. What do you want?
What's the plan? What are you doing here? I'll ask nicely once.
Plan for what?
Why are you here?
Because I got hired for a job.
By who and what job?
Who hired us again?
Progenitor.
Some guy named Progenitor.
Oddly forthcoming.
He shrugs. Get paid either way. Wait, was that part of the contract we now reveal his E behind this, or?
I mean, it's supposed to be a secret, yes.
All right, scratch that.
It's part of the whole point.
Contractor told me not to. My contract binds me not to reveal my client.
Your contract.
Yes, the contract.
She takes a step forward. Tell me about your job. And she's going to attack your willpower.
All right. He is gonna.
She is going to spend a fate point and tag Haunted.
Let's see. He is, yeah, I guess, to defend with willpower, and can I tag all edge, no dark?
I feel like that would be...
Okay, yeah, fair
I
enough.
feel like that would actually be counterproductive.
Can I tag my
you're-
family needs lungs because I can't reveal this contract, or I don't get paid?
That would work, yes.
All right, so let's see. That's all right. I got a that is a 4.
Okay, she gets an 8. So take 4 willpower stress.
And all right, so I take my 3 stress box, and I guess I still have my serious, but I got my minor, right?
Yeah, you got mine back.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I'll take how much is the minor worth again?
That takes away 2.
All right, then my 2 stress box and my minor consequence.
Your minor consequences real spooked.
Yes. Very spooked.
There it is.
All right, you want to know about the contract? Well, I don't know much about the contract. Don't even know what's being held in this facility.
You're going to tell me everything you know then.
Well, what's in this facility?
That's not important. Who hired you?
I don't know. They used an alias.
What was their alias? She loosens her grip on the rope that she's holding, and you are suddenly plunged into water.
Does this really affect me that much because I have the robotic lungs?
Do your lungs filter out water and keep you from drowning?
That's a good point.
Yeah, like if
Yeah,
that's
okay,
the
yeah, I
case,
guess
then
because they're built for like.
they're built for poison, not water.
Right.
And she holds you underwater for an uncomfortably long time, and then she pulls you up.
Some hero you are. Pretty sure this goes against the Geneva Convention.
Don't care who is your boss.
Sorry, I don't negotiate with terrorists.
She drops you again. And she's going to attempt to attack your willpower again.
Gonna spend another fate point on my family needs lungs, and defend with will. Actually, can I defend with like physique or athletics to hold my breath?
Yes. I'll say yes.
Alright. So alright. Those are both the same, so well. Alright, that's a 5.
Okay.
And if I have one to reroll.
If you equal out, nothing happens, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. She pulls you back up, looks you in the face. Believe me, this is the least I can do.
I thought you heroes were supposed to be noble vanguards, not despot thugs.
Do I look like a noble vanguard to you? Or do I look like your worst nightmare? She drops you again. All right, one more time.
All right, yeah, rolling physique to hold breath. My family needs lungs.
Your family
Get a
needs
5.
lungs.
Get a 5 again?
Yeah.
Okay. So did she. All right. She pulls you up. And
Lady, this is going nowhere fast. You realize that under torture, people are willing to say anything also. I could just make shit up.
she looks away for a second, but not because of what you said. And then, without saying a word, make sure that you are properly tied, and leaves you there.
What? You don't want to figure out who I'm working for?
She's left the room.
You know, she could have just bribed me. I'm gonna can I use my steel claws to break out of this?
Are you not currently disarmed?
One of my hands is.
Ah, that's fair.
One of my hands.
Go ahead and roll. I think we were saying that you had like a -1 or 2 or something.
It was to the like natural weapons and stuff and
Ah, yeah, okay.
like the super stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So what do I need to roll? Physique, I assume.
Yeah.
And I get +1 due to the I can break these cuffs. All right. Roll. I got a finally I rolled a net positive. I got a 6.
Okay. All right. It takes a significant amount of struggling, but you are finally able to, after a protracted amount of time, break these cuffs, so to speak, and also the rope tying your feet together and land in the water, and then pull yourself back out like some kind of drowned metal rat.
Please, he was a Marine. This isn't the first time he's gotten wet.
Yeah.
Admittedly, being a Marine just means being any armed person in Nietzsche.
Yes, basically.
But still, there's a lot of water in there.
Yeah, it's hard not to get wet in Nietzsche.
Some
I'm just imagining you looking like the most miserable person right now, climbing out of the water.
It's hard not to get wet in Nietzsche. It's so arousing.
Is my
what?
Yeah. If you're,
That's a gross place.
If you're into the new Flash,
I guess.
Hey, baby, you know I.
if you're into if your fantasy is just accidentally winding up on New Phyrexia.
That hot video dro.
Yeah.
All right, so is his phone around?
No.
All right, fuck. Can't contact them. Can I freaking move my
none of your
other arm,
belongings are around.
my broken arm into place, or is it going to need some extra work?
Well, that is absolutely going to need a lot of work.
All right.
That was
Are there any
computers
computers around here? There are computers around here.
There is Dr. Quigley's, though it's currently off.
Turn that off.
It appears the power's off.
Oh, right. Fuck, yeah. I'm going to see where Ghost is heading, but not, engage.
Okay.
Because he was hoping to figure out what the Progenitor device was in this conversation.
That's fair.
You figured that'd be the obvious thing we were going, and she would ask, how would you know? She's good at this. Except for the drowning part, she's bad at that.
No, you're just astoundingly good at holding your breath, and she was rushed.
So it looks like I got, these cool lungs.
Yeah. She's not entirely equipped to deal with effective metahumans. So, yeah. We're going to get to that in a moment then. Because you had to take some time to get out of your bindings.
Yeah.
So
we're transitioning?
What? Okay.
Continue.
Good job.
Camo snare. Camo snare, a lot of time passes. You
You're still
are
muted, John.
there, John?
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot I was double secret muted.
Nice. You are very gummed up here. It is admittedly hard to breathe. You have more or less exploded your machine. Your back kind of hurts.
Yep.
So does your arm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't really
Well, on the
hear
plus
anything.
side, I haven't been punched.
You have not been punched. You don't really know how long has passed. How do you plan on getting out of this?
Well, because my usual strategy involves holding solvents hostage to hold other things hostage, I of course keep a solvent on me to, unmake my foam.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my pocket, however.
Yeah, you are. You are a man statue, a living statue of some kind, right now. Or you're trapped in a man-sized pocket. You don't know exactly how much foam you spread around. Either you're covered in foam or foam is everywhere.
Well, I do know the general volume of the amount of foam in my pack and like what it would do under pressure. So I figure Chemos there is spends a lot of time just kind of figuring out what the general dimensions of the room are by doing some math in his head. Like how much foam there could be, general factors, that sort of thing. Because he can't move.
Right. So, do you have any ideas then? Just out of curiosity, or is this going to be a matter of wait and see?
I figure he'll try and struggle a little bit because, enough physical force will break down the foam, and depending on how thin it's spread, it might be enough to break him out if he is in fact just covered in foam.
You are a foam man.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but if the foam is just covering him, he might have enough raw physical strength to break out.
Right. What was that aspect that was created? It was a +6?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll athletics at a +6 to basically worm your way enough and break enough of the foam around you.
Is that a +6 or a -6?
He has to roll versus a 6. Yeah.
I see.
To make this pocket in which you are currently occupying inside of the foam mass that is now this room wide enough that you can get into your back pocket.
Okay. I don't think any of my aspects help me in a physical way. So I only got +3.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Another length of time passes as you're trying to worm your way free, but to no avail. And then you feel something shifting in the foam. It's coming towards you, maybe, but incidentally.
All right. Well, my immediate thought is it's the large and threatening man trying to come towards me. So, I'm going to attempt to get away from him generally.
Right. Make it athletics against athletics versus 6.
All right. Okay. Yeah, even if I spent all of my fate points, I could not do this.
Oh no. Okay. Max.
Roll.
What up?
Actually, no. I could use a reroll to maybe.
Yeah, you could do that.
This. Okay. So I'm going to roll Spiteful Academic because I'm not going to let him punch me.
And won't let this happen.
Nope.
I'm not owned. I'm not owned.
You can't punch
You
a
don't know how
man with
much you
glasses
want
on.
something. Shit.
Yeah. I could also. Okay, so
you never knew how much you wanted to not be punched until you were glued shut.
Yeah.
Oh, delicious irony.
Okay, well, I can spend all of my fate points if I can think of one other thing to tag here, but I don't think that's.
Well, chemical genius. The chemicals.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna tag. You don't know how much you want to say until it's glued shut. And evil chemical genius to get a +6.
Okay.
And burn out all of my fate points.
At long last, you're able to free yourself. And you escape the foam room. Using you're able to squeeze enough space that you're able to get into your back pocket, grab the solvents, and then use that to escape.
Okay. Just for reference, the solvent is in like a little hairspray bottle.
Okay.
That he just.
Yeah, you spray you spray it like hairspray, and then just kind of crawl through a tunnel that you create. I can take that. And then you're in the hallway. And joining you shortly is Maxwell. Was it the bull?
Black Bull. Big
Yeah,
Bull.
Black Bull.
Both names he uses for it. Worming out and spraying. Like, have you ever seen, like, when you, like, pump caulk or something like that, how it has, like, weird strands to its liquidness?
Yeah.
Like that as it pours out.
Yeah, occasionally pump caulk and strange liquids are a result.
God damn it.
I hate this.
Really? I love it. Give me more. Delicious.
Yeah, I hear if you drink enough caulk, you get precognitive abilities.
That's not what happened to me. That's definitely not what happened to Quizmaster.
Freaking hardcore Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference right there.
God damn. Okay. So, yeah, Black Bull is crawling out.
Right. Okay. So. So I take a quick account of what my current arsenal is, which is no sticky gun, and probably just a little bit of that acid that I created. Right. So Chemostair will turn to the bull. So, do you have a plan?
When he's not anywhere nearby, there's simple programming generally takes over if he's not actively controlling, which is just essentially a homing beacon, so he's just going to wander down the path, auto path to try and go back to where discharge is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
His auto path may be not necessarily the best for you, though, as he can fit through small spaces very easily. Barrier, no problem.
Okay, all right. New plan. Once I'm sure Bull like flips through an air duct or something.
Yeah.
Unless it's been instructed not to do that because of anti-ghost programming.
Oh yes.
That's a good point.
You know, no, it's probably fine doing that, because if it encounters Ghost, then that's more of a problem for Ghost. Before she can come punch actual him. So, like, You could probably chill doing that.
Yeah. Okay. Chemostare is going to go find the nearest laboratory full of chemicals.
There it is.
There are many.
Cool. Then he's going to get to work creating some impromptu foam grenades.
All right, roll crafts.
All right. Um. That's +2.
Okay. You're able to create 2
Okay.
with
All
all
right.
with all the materials you were able to find.
Okay. Hmm. All right. I guess the next step is to see if he can scavenge enough material to make more thermite, because they're going to need to get through that door somehow.
Yeah, there's that you're gonna find easy enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he will stock up with some thermite, and just probably just grab whatever random chemicals might be useful later on.
Yeah.
Just stuff them in his pockets.
Okay.
This can't possibly go wrong. This is
a foolproof plan.
yes.
All right. As you are racing downstairs, then I'm going to cut to the basement. Racing downstairs at some point in time. You were there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The same goes for Steelclaw. You were hanging upside down for a while. You don't know how much time has passed and if your allies are even still here. So, at a different time in the basement, you guys were able to unlock the door. As you did have, as I remember correctly, you were able to acquire the necessary materials for the manual locks.
Yep.
And the basement goes down 2 floors and is comprised of high-level storage and experimentation based on extremely volatile objects. These, if you were to hazard a guess, these are things that were confiscated from supervillains, or at the very least,
I am biased.
ethically questionable scientists.
Oh man, how many fate points do I have to spend to have one of my old creations down here?
Oh no, you don't have to spend a fate point, but I'll offer you a fate point.
No.
Okay, let's see here. Hmm. So, a fate point. For I can be the first cyberpunk. As there is a particular thing that you find in these basement in this
Okay,
basement.
I'm actually pretty pumped now. What are we talking about?
You find one whole section of the second floor is dedicated to containment of the penumbra virus. The examiner in this case was Dr. Mabel Cassius. The severed arm of the creature Penumbra. The creature was the result of the supervillain Apollo. And I'm giving you all this. There's basically there's information, there's like research notes that you can look through just right in front of the lab, essentially.
Okay.
The creature was the result of the supervillain Apollo, deceased, killed in prison by Penumbra herself. Infecting Dr. Cassius's nanite suit with a cancer-like computer virus. Her nanite suit self-replicated beyond its limitations, and Penumbra eventually burst from it to attempt to kill Dr. Cassius. While the creature is safely imprisoned alongside other national and global threats, such as Vermelha, the Red Death, and Sakin Rash, a piece of it is contained here for observation and experimentation, to learn more advanced ways to counteract other such creatures should they ever come to exist again. Penumbra's arm is still alive. It is the original. It is the original synthetic life form.
Oh no. Had it been anything other than nanotechnology creature, he would not have been interested.
God, so I'm offering you a fate point.
To let it out?
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'd grab that every day. You didn't even need to give me a fate point. I would have just done it.
Okay, no. A fate point to bring it with you.
All right. All right. Hell yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
With the power off, you're able to open all of the sealants and all of the containers and all of the barriers and get into the sterile room where Penumbra's arm rests. You take it, and it seems to desperately grab at you blindly, and eventually settles after it realizes that it's holding flesh.
I don't think he's upset by that. I think he just kind of entwines his fingers with it.
Okay.
But then immediately goes back out because we have no more time to waste. This is something you would never have another chance at.
That's fair. So, let's see. Is there anything here that would delight Quizmaster?
I'm trying to think. I don't know of any canon-related items.
That's fine.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe something from one of my rivals that I would take as a trophy.
I don't actually
Trying to think of like maybe one of my items that I would want back.
No, there isn't too much here of that variety. I'll say right now, though, you are definitely going to be able to find the Progenitor Cascade. So if you're just going to make a beeline for that, you can find it.
But I really want the fate point, though.
A few things worth note that you do see in the lab, the underground labs. There is an entire section of this dedicated to foricides, which are gene manipulating drugs that can alter that can alter all of your DNA and cause entire bodily changes.
Ah, I see why Quickly has workstations here.
Yes, that is exactly why. I was not throwing in here as a cameo. Not entirely.
Yeah, I don't think Quizmaster is that interested in nanotherapy.
There are... Oh, it's not nanos. That is just straight DNA manipulation.
Yeah, they're from Nietzsche. There
is a lab devoted to nanotherapy. also from Nietzsche. It is dedicated to the mechanization technology and mass replacements of vital organs that was used in Nietzsche. There are a few weapons of note. Most of them seem pretty like most of them are harmless at this point, entirely disarmed and picked apart. There is one of interest, though. There is the Lightbringer, the world's first fully functional plasma sword. Owned. It was the namesake weapon of the supervillain Lightbringer until he was killed when his backpack exploded during the first battle of the Reaper War.
I remember this sword with distaste.
Yeah, there is a lab that is dedicated to picking it apart to understand how the plasma sword works and how it was powered. It's kind of rebuilt, but mostly for the purposes of understanding it.
I think that is something that would strike Quizmaster's eye.
Okay. Go ahead and take a fate point.
Sure. Something that is easily pocketable, something that he could use.
It is not easily pocketable.
He also
it has a big heavy
not.
it has a big heavy backpack. And the hilt of the sword itself makes it obviously seem like it's some kind of claymore.
he can figure out ways of making it easier. He's
Just not right now.
kind of a
Later.
material scientist, he thinks. But no.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to take that, get a fate point.
I could make some neon. I think these would work really nice. I like this. So yeah, he'll back and try to power it on.
Okay. Yeah. It flares to life, and a blinding white light fills the sword. The sword ignites like fire, and you have what it looks like. It's liquid. It looks like liquid fire that is constantly coalescing.
It is plasma.
Yeah. It is a bright, pure white.
Okay.
Maybe don't look at it too
Vanna.
long without glasses on.
It burns the retinas. And it also immediately sets you into a sweat, as it's like standing by a furnace to hold it.
I shut it off, and yeah. I take Vanna, and hey, where did discharge go?
You find him in the second level, where the Progenitor Cascade is, of course, and also the severed arm of Penumbra.
Oh, they were in the same facility.
Yours is on B1. His is on B2. The Progenitor Cascade is on B2.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I presume he gets to it slightly first.
Yeah. So the Progenitor Cascade is what appears to be some kind of warhead.
There it is.
It is isolated several times over, quarantined as hell. The most quarantined thing here, even more quarantined than the severed arm of Penumbra.
Oh, great.
My.
Are you going to read the Research notes.
Yeah.
He'll let him start doing that as long as he's there. He's gonna actually. Discharge is actually gonna start trying to access it.
Okay. Yeah. With the power
I mean,
off.
I've got classic so I can work through things faster. So I'm just speed reading the placard.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, it's research. It's not a placard. It's just a bunch of research notes.
I need to know what this is.
Yeah.
So I'm just plowing.
Else.
Hmm?
Is it Greg breaking up for anyone else?
Yes, a little bit.
Yep.
Everybody's. So
If you were saying everybody was, that's because you're breaking up.
exactly.
God damn it.
Fair enough.
I'm just trying to speed read
That's
as best
fair.
I can.
Okay, so the examiner, the chief examiner of the Progenitor Cascade is Dr. Jonathan Quigley. The Cascade is of Nietzsche origin, with a number of its devices borrowed from himself, Dr. Ahmed Kale, now distressingly calling himself Imperatus, Dr. Typhon, and several other notable biologists in the city. It is a warhead-shaped object kept behind several layers of plate glass. It is notable for causing rapid mutations in those exposed to it, and is kept in a specially built container for transport. Also notable is that these mutations are quite rare. Originally, it was believed to contain a radioactive isotope of some kind, but Dr. Quigley was brought in when it was revealed to be a pathogen of some kind. You speed read through that as Discharge opens all the failsafes.
We have to be very with it. Very careful.
What is it?
Sort of pathogen bomb that'll like just dissolve you, everything, and he looks up for a second.
Doesn't seem like dissolves. It causes mutations, rapid mutations, in those exposed to it. So it seems to be rare. The mutations.
It'll mutate everything in a 10-mile radius. I'm not sure.
Interesting. I was gonna have Bull carry this, would have made it a lot easier. Alright.
Greg, I think you're really cutting out now.
Yeah, you are.
Try refreshing.
Better.
I mean, I heard that clearly, but I can't tell if it's better.
Yeah.
I'll drop in, drop out.
Okay.
Either way, yeah, Discharge's definitely gonna go, if there's any sort of, like, cart or anything, he's gonna try and place it on that. If there isn't, then...
Yes, there is a cart that you can place it on.
Excellent.
Is this better?
I heard you a little better that time, yes. So, yeah...
My call quality's been terrible all night for some reason.
So, Discharge put it on a cart. So let's see here. Quizmaster. You want a fate point?
You already gave me one.
For press your luck.
Fate points lead to adventure. What you got?
There's more you can read.
I want to read as much as I can.
So more specifically, there's more you can read, but it is more in the forbidden knowledge that may pique your interest.
Forbidden knowledge. I think that ties well into press your luck.
Yeah? Yeah? So, what are your opinions on being able to do extraordinary things, possibly, assuming you aren't killed instead?
I don't think he'd be diametrically opposed to if he knows what's going into it.
Here is your fate point. Compel. Touch it.
Do.
Touch the progenitor cascade.
Thou art me. Touch the progenitor cascade. Do it.
That's the compel on pressure luck.
Use the form of your destroyer.
Material power. I'd like superpowers. The contract is sealed.
This could kill you.
I mean,
This could also make you do extraordinary things.
I mean, when you get down to it, that's what radiation does, right? You know, you could get bit by a radioactive spider. You could be Spider-Man. You could just, your arm will fall off.
I think aspect is Tattletales. Combined with Murder in Small Town X, he doesn't have as much to live for. I think he's willing to press his luck.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead and take that fate point.
Yay.
Now, discharge.
Yeah, what's up?
I'll offer you another fate point.
All right.
Do you want to change the status quo at almost any cost?
He does.
Touch the cascade.
Become as gods.
Here.
It would
One
also
sec.
get progenitated.
This progenitor device, which is strangely shaped like a giant apple. And or fig.
Okay, you don't have to touch it, but you get the fate point.
Okay, I'll just letting you know that.
Yeah. Okay. Quizmaster, you feel almost immediately dizzy. Almost immediately nauseous. You begin retching uncontrollably. Leaving discharge alone, carrying this thing up the stairs.
Yeah,
With Ghost
I thought
looking
you said
out.
not to touch. Never mind. Yeah, and they'll just shovel it up.
No. Ghost is at the top of the stairs looking down at you.
Oh. Fancy that.
So that was it. That's what this was all about. You were here to steal the cascade.
So? Was it that much of a puzzle? Had to be something dangerous one way or another.
I didn't expect you to be completely insane. Maybe I just gave you too much credit. No matter what.
Quizmaster would normally be making puns, but he is vomiting.
He's too busy curing into the corner.
Yeah. I will not allow you to leave here with this.
Okay. You know what?
Both of her pistols.
That's fine. He's going to let out a notable amount of the goo and try and spawn Watchwolf, the kind of longer one.
Okay.
Very narrow. And then I don't know how durable the plating is on this thing, but he's going to try and get it to break it.
What? You only get paid if we bring it back.
Basically, you are just going to have to roll versus her guns.
That's fine.
Because she's going to try and destroy the Watchwolf before it can break it.
That's fine.
So roll, yes. I'm going to spend a fate point to have her reroll.
I will spend. Let's see. I'm gonna spend a lot of fate points here. Because I'm gonna spend one for Eternal Iconoclast. I want to change the status quo at almost any cost. And
Can I test this ghost? Because I was following her.
Yeah.
And I'm behind her,
guess.
and it sounds like mutation's a bad idea. What the fuck, dude?
I mean, to be fair, you haven't heard its mutation in anything.
Yeah, okay, so breaking the thing we're supposed to steal then.
Fair enough.
Either way, I don't think we should break the thing that looks like a warhead.
Fair enough.
You can give her a +1 for assisting.
Yeah. And he's
Would I
just
also
gonna
be able to
freaking
try to-
charge the wolf, bum rough the wolf thing with his, like, working arm like a football player.
Yeah. What were you saying, Greg?
Would I also be able to try to defend? I want my payday.
Yeah. I'll say you can also give a +1 to this. So you're both giving it.
Good luck, motherfuckers. I spent a lot of fate points.
She will
Yeah,
spend her last remaining fate point. This is going to be a
Do you have any fate points you could give her? Because I'm out.
Yes. Can I tag
can't
press
actually
your
give
luck?
people fate
because
points. Technically,
Nope. Yep, you can't do that.
no. That would require a stunt specifically to do that. So it's okay.
Could I invoke press your luck because I still have the Dazzler?
No, I mean you're helping no matter what. Like you're giving. You are giving.
Guys, come on.
Well, also, come on, you're about to break open a thing that mutates us all.
Yeah, I know. That's the interesting narrative here. Come on.
And our characters are going to try and stop it, so come on.
Well, fate points are out of character to a degree.
Yes, but also, I would like my character not to be mutated, so come on.
Bro.
Oh, we all knew this is what this was going to come down to.
No, we didn't.
Did you not? I entered this with this
I mean,
expectation.
we're turning on each other, not our characters being horribly mutated.
Well, I might not be horribly mutated.
It's rare that the mutations trigger. Didn't you listen to?
No, okay, my character didn't.
No,
I mean,
Charlie.
no. Anyway.
Charlie, it's okay. I'll tell you right now. No matter what, this scenario was going to end in PvP.
Well, yes.
Mhm.
Because if
my character.
just to settle things a little bit and explain, if this weren't the case, and if the final conflict didn't end in this, it was going to be I'm trying to remember the story, the Thieves' Dilemma,
Mhm.
where I would basically at the very end compel aspects of yours to give you reason to turn on each other and take it for yourself. So no matter what, I was going to edge this into you turn on each other because
happened?
you're villains.
Yeah. Okay, what happened?
Anyway, plus 13.
That was against a plus 11.
Nice.
She got close.
I know, that's pretty good. Good job.
Oh, wait, does Chemo Snare have anything to add to this scene?
I'm not sure I'm there.
Uh,
I was stuck in foam for a long time.
Also, if he was there, I probably would have Bull by now, and I'd get additional to this.
yeah, it's true. No, it's okay. The Progenitor Cascade cracks right before Ghost right before Ghost annihilates the wolf.
Watch.
Ghost then curses loudly, backpedals out of the room, and is just going to slam the door.
Gonna try and follow her out because this seems bad. Like, hey, I don't want to fight. That seems bad.
Then hold this closed.
All right. Yeah. He'll do so. Idiots.
Hey, Nate. Can
Yeah.
I show up?
Yeah.
Okay, I put a wall there.
All right. As we're holding it, what the fuck is that thing?
You came here to steal that, and you didn't bother looking into it.
It was against the contract. But it looked like a bomb.
What kind of villain are you?
I'm a mercenary.
And a terrible one at that.
Listen, I got paid not to ask questions.
Discharge isn't trying to do much here. The only thing he's trying to do is make a hole. Not like enough to go through.
You won't get paid if you break it.
Oh, it's already done. Do you think I care about getting paid?
So are those guys in there dead?
No, they're not dead. If something happens to them, it's curable.
All right.
And
What is that?
she says something, but you can't hear it because it's under the mask and she's not projecting. That is the Progenitor Cascade.
Yeah, that's I heard what it is. What's it do?
Created by some lunatic calling himself Progenitor.
Okay, I figured that part out. What does it do?
I'm getting to that. On rare occasions, it causes a rapid mutation. Nothing fatal, but it does something different to you.
Oh,
It changes you.
like a foresight?
It's based on foresight technology.
No.
Advanced, though. Using nanites into it as well. The whole thing's adapted into some kind of pathogen. We had it here for study, for research, and to keep it out of Progenitor's hand.
And I thought he somewhat relaxed a bit. Thought it was some type of nuke or something. But not well when it broke. I saw it. Honestly, when we're stealing it, I thought it was some type of EMP.
You idiot.
I got paid not to ask questions. Just shrugs. So what do we do now?
Bull has disappeared. And she's just like, I've called a massive evacuation of Orange City.
Christ, it has that much range.
It has the range of a nuclear warhead.
So we should get out of here.
Well, this here, she motions to the door, is completely sealed against it.
Yeah, but that bull thing, what's his face has, is gone. He'll probably working on a way to get out. If
Luca, are you there? Shit.
If you want, I can start evacuating unconscious bodies for you.
You can't see her squinting at you, but then she just says,
What? My job here is done. The thing broke. I've got. There's no point in us fighting anymore.
then
I don't want it. I don't like seeing innocent people get hurt.
And then get them out quickly.
Is Chemo Snare around?
Yeah, he put a wall there.
Chemo Snare, you keep this thing sealed up. Look for any attempts of escape. If you can, like, use some material to extra seal it. I don't know. After we get all the people out of here, though, we're getting out. Heroes, I'm not relying on the heroes' good faith in us to not try and capture us later.
Not a current priority. Just go.
Whatever.
Yep. Chemister will look for holes to plug
Okay.
with this. Foam
Yeah, I'll say that
solution.
you're gonna be doing that. You'll be taking some time to do that. Inside of the basement, inside of the basement, Quizmaster. Amidst all of the haze and all of the derealization and the questioning of what you're really truly experiencing, if discharge even actually broke the warhead, or if this is all just some kind of awful trip, you're starting to piece a few things together. Possibilities. You're realizing more possibilities than you were previously aware of, or could previously consider. A lot of them. It's actually quite overwhelming. It said you're realizing more probabilities than you had previously, ever.
Okay.
In fact, a lot of them, and it is quite overwhelming.
Okay.
You think Greg cut out again?
Is there some sort of role I can attempt to try to gain control?
Yes. Go ahead and Oh, what is it that you what's the main thing that your powers allow you to roll? Or your powers interact with?
Classic concentration requires lore.
Go ahead and roll lore. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend one of those fate points already to just give me a +2. Concept. 6.
What'd you get? +6. Okay. So, there was when you were making your character, you had an idea.
Yep.
An idea related to, what was it, precognition?
Yeah, that is the power synergies.
Yeah. Go ahead and take that.
Sorry, what?
Go ahead and take that. But however, name it precognition through hedging probability.
All right.
As you are suddenly aware of all of the various paths that things could feasibly go. It is still quite overwhelming, but you think you're making sense of it. At least enough to recognize where you are currently. Where Discharge has, using Bull, broken through a wall and has basically stuffed the broken remains of the Progenitor cascade into the soil just outside of the basement.
You're quite mad, you know that?
Oh. Why do you say that?
You know. Not fortunate as me. A lot of people won't be able to. They'll probably die.
Most people won't, even. Isn't that what you said? The notes.
That's what the research says. More probable. Now, a lot of them aren't good. Even if what will they survive as? Obs of cancer?
Why'd you touch it?
As
If you answered, I didn't hear you.
and what would they survive as?
Why did you touch it?
Answer is it. Touch just because.
Greg, you're unintelligible.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a full robot.
Yeah.
Sending the QR to us.
Yeah.
Great. I don't know what's
Oh,
wrong.
we heard you this fine there.
It comes in and out.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Driving me crazy. He was just saying he doesn't know what the people would survive as, even if it's
No,
not.
I heard that. He asked, why did you touch it?
I touched it because I could. You broke it because you could.
And that makes me worse? Why do you do this? Why do you do this whole supervillain thing?
I have nothing left. I do it to prove these heroes wrong. It's between proving them wrong and putting people at risk. I put myself on the line by touching it. Everybody else on the line.
Those everybody else who listen to everything that has happened, the ones who hear the heroes, the speakers, the saviors of the day, and listen to every word they say, they drink it up. They listen to every single thing they say as gospel truth. The people they say are bad, the world is as it should be. The changes and progress we make, the things we do to try and change society, not good enough. There are things down here that didn't belong to them. Things that could have been used to great effect, things that could have changed the world, things that could have put the power back in the hands of people. If you're saying you would rather not break a few eggs to make true change, that's fine. That's why I took the option to. Maybe some people will get it bad, maybe. But you know what happens once the dinosaurs died? People came about. We made progress. If this changes things, if this makes anyone, these abilities, these changes that you're experiencing apparently for the better, if this hits anyone, the disenfranchised, the hurt, the people who couldn't strike back because they didn't have my smarts or my abilities, like I could to make a change for the first time, then maybe it can change it finally. I don't need money to do that. This is what I wanted all along anyway.
He looks. He takes the plasma board and ignites it and just goes, always knew you were full of shit.
Because I actually stuck by my ideals. That makes me full of shit.
Trust you.
Yep, you cut out again.
I know.
What did you say?
Okay. I'm going to attack him with
Okay.
my sword.
I almost kind of want to leave what happens there a mystery.
Okay.
Is that okay with you two?
That's fine.
Yep. Fine.
Like, I almost kind of want to end it in that with a dramatic sting and just like a full page spread of both of you getting ready to fight.
The sword coming down at him while my bowl collapses down from around.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And
I'm gonna-
meanwhile, after frickin' we evacuate the building and seal everything up, the Steel Claw is going to go to Camel Snow. Hey,
Yeah.
so this job is a wash. Want to
Uh-huh.
go kidnap some billionaires?
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a good plan.
I need to get my arm. I also need to get my ribs done. You a medical doctor?
No, just a chemist.
All right, give me some painkillers.
Huh.
I can just crush them up and vaporize them and breathe them from my lungs.
So, as you guys then proceed to escape into the nights under the cover of all of the chaos of the nuke glaff pulling an emergency evacuation of Orange City and bringing in
I bet they're gonna be really up on superheroes now.
the best men, top men, in fact, to isolate the goddamn facility. as you guys escape into the night under the cover of all that chaos, and I'm going to cut forward in time. By about 6 months, they figured they thought they had it contained. Right? No, they know they had it contained. You guys were able, between everybody, they were able to keep the Progenitor cascade from really affecting too much of the world. There was at a point where the debate that there was maybe a risk to the local population, but it came to pass that no, everything seems to be fine. No one is showing any signs of abnormalities. No one is showing any signs of mutations or growths or anything of the sort. And within a short period of time, people are allowed to return to their homes in Orange City, partly of their own stubborn behalf. The people of Orange City are not quite known for their caution. And 6 months pass. We're going to end this on a very telling image. A young boy outside showing his friends a neat trick he just learned to do. Pushing and pulling magnets with just his hand. Or pushing and pulling metals and other magnetic materials with just his hand across a field. That's where we end Progenitor.
Mhm.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, I from the second you named it the Progenitor Cascade, I figured this is how Prominence gained superpowers.
Well, I remembered from the get-go when you approached me about, like, hey, so Quigley might do some weird stuff, right? Like, way back.
Good place for the mutants to show up. The most superhero-phobic place in the country.
Oh, great.
So
It's fine. It's fine.
So what do you guys think of this scenario?
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's good.
Excellent.
John,
John,
good
what do you
way
think?
to do a
John, are you muted?
Yeah.
You're
No,
not
I
now.
can hear you.
No? Okay.
Yeah, I was asking, what did you think, man?
Oh, I liked it. I think that Chemos there might have been the wrong kind of villain. He was a very behind the scenes, like, long plan machination villain. He was not very good in any situation where he was within punching distance of a hero.
I don't know, it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Your heroic / villainous sacrifice was awesome. What are you talking
It
about?
ended
It
up
was.
preventing the cascade from, like, just fucking everything up.
Yeah,
Just only fucking some things up.
yeah. I was gonna say, you guys, like, just to be clear, you guys absolutely had agency over this. You were going to be actor on how bad this is.
Yeah.
right.
Like,
Right.
Yeah, now there's only, like, this
are
is...
there only going to be a few hundred superpowered people, or are there going to be thousands?
Or the whole prominent, yeah. Is it just gonna be like a weird oddity of people living in Orange City, or is it gonna be fucking now prominence?
Think
The
bigger than prominence. I'll tell you right now.
The whole fucking South Carolina.
The whole world.
Oh.
If you had taken it back to Progenitor,
Oh yeah.
he would have he would have detonated it. He would have thanked you, paid you, and then invited you to watch the world change. He would have launched it. He would have launched it into the atmosphere and detonated it at a very specific place where you don't want to detonate a nuclear bomb.
Oh, man.
Because
So in actuality,
because the winds hit everything, and he was going to spread the pathogen across the world.
so
Yeah,
in a
I
way,
think
we actually might have did because we only localized it.
You localized it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just going to be.
On the other hand, it's still a
spirit's
pathogen, so who knows how far it will get.
And it's also, mostly now the spirit's problem. Mostly a headache for Ghost and crew.
I mean, it's gonna be a world problem either way. People are gonna be like, "Oh wow, I have superpowers. Hold on, I'm gonna go." I have super strength, even though I'm a tiny scrawny man. Hold on,
I'm going to fuck.
I'm gonna fuck some shit up
And
over
that's,
here in Washington.
and that's how. Oh, speaking of superhero stuff, this is somewhat related. Nate, did you hear that? I think Disney's buying the Fox stuff outright.
Please.
Yeah, but we can talk about that later.
Please.
Please.
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah,
Craig, you were gonna say something earlier. Did I interrupt you? I'm sorry.
No worries. No, thought this went really well. It was a really good heist mechanic. The double cross was going to happen no matter what we did.
Like I said, if you guys weren't going to do it, you're on your own. At the very end, before you would have the chance to take it to Progenitor, I was going to offer you fate points, each of you, to tag aspects that would make you want to stab each other in the back. That is a thing I had in mind from the very get-go.
also
Because
now,
I can't think of any other more fitting way for a supervillain game to end, I guess.
yeah. Also now, freaking still has another good reason other than that fucker quizzing not to join the superheroes.
Why is that?
Yeah.
They don't pay well. That fucker Quayle. Also, they waterboard people.
She didn't waterboard you, actually.
Okay,
That's not waterboarding. That's just dunking your head in water.
Yeah, it sucks. It's bad, but it's not
It's
nearly
no
enough.
against torture. Basic.
It's
It's
not
enhanced
really even that bad.
interrogation. It's probably against the Geneva Convention.
I mean, yes, it's enhanced
It is against the
interrogation.
Geneva Convention.
Yes, it is enhanced interrogation, but we all know that Ghost does enhance interrogation.
Also, Greg, I take umbrage with one of your statements. While Discharge may be a son of a bitch and an awful human being, he was not full of shit. He did exactly what he intended to.
Well, no, it's in Quizmaster's opinion that you're full of shit.
Yeah, it's not like that you go against your morals. It's just your morals are full of shit. your philosophies are just utter dog shit.
It's not that you're betraying your philosophies. It's that your philosophies are for garbage boys.
I mean, fair. I don't disagree with that statement.
Yeah,
The way he said it made it sound like it was you're like the things you were saying.
no, you're full of shit in that you're full of this bullshit philosophy that's for fuckers.
Which is something he has said.
It is for garbage boys.
See, normally when people say you're full of shit, though, normally they're talking about you were lying or incorrect or something like that.
I've heard people talk about that being a philosophy, that's just a bunch. That
Discharge detonated the bomb. He knows that he is legitimate.
yeah.
He just doesn't.
Again, this. By the way, this is like the major milestone. That's whatever the highest one is.
Yeah, major.
Weird.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, comments before I end the recording?
No. Good game.
Fun.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's fun.
I hope to play more Prominence First stuff again, maybe in the system.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe we'll go back to see what happened during the Reaper War.
Yes. Yeah. That's. I want to do that at some point, someday. Anyway, I'm gonna end the recording.
All right, sounds good.
I